Hey guys, this is Dustin Thickpin, Mr. Too Blessed to Be Stressed, and I am here with the second part of Lesson 5, Email Marketing the Right Way, Part 2. So we're going to go through a couple things here. Let me go ahead and start this up. So, like that, huh? So basically, yeah, we're going to talk more about email marketing and how to write the kind of emails that build trust in your followers, the kind of emails that get people to relate to you. We're going to go through some email templates and examples it'll kind of get you to understand what you need to be doing. So how will this help you? So first of all, it'll help you to be recognized as a leader in your niche or in your industry. Because basically, like 99% of people out there right now are just copy and pasting what they see from everybody else. It's kind of sad, and I understand it. You know, you have these big gurus and stuff. They'll send out a big offer, and they'll send out an email going along with it, and people will copy and paste and tweak it a little bit, and then they'll send it to the list. What most people don't realize is there are marketers out there who are on many people's list. Including me, and you see the same emails coming from all these different people, and you can it's obvious that they basically just copy and pasted. This is not a leader in the industry. This is a follower. So we want this to help you to learn to become your own best copywriter. We make sure you understand how to write emails yourself and do it the right way. Second, it increases the lifetime customer value. We talked about churn and burn in the other lesson, and it's so true. You do not want to burn out your list by sending them offers all the time. You want to make sure that you are giving them constant value. You want to make sure that you are not being hypey and just giving them reason to hate you, basically. Just bring the hype. Just bring the hype. Just bring the value, man. Just bring the value. Don't bring the hype. So if you're doing this, if you're giving value constantly, if you're building these relationships with people, you're going to need less leads to make big money. Because what's going to happen is you're not going to tick off all these people by sending offers every day. You're going to be giving people what they want. You're going to be teaching them things that they want to know, and they're going to like you for it, and they're going to trust you for it, and they're going to buy it from you. And also, when people trust you and like you, you can actually, it's easier to sell them higher ticket offers or charge higher prices for your coaching or whatever you're selling, because they know you, that they like you. I can't tell you how many times it's that people, let's use the example of if your kids are in school, or you've ever you had a friend or a friend's kid that's been selling something, for school or for fundraising, forever, Girl Scouts. You almost always buy from your friends before you buy from anybody else. And why is that? For one thing, you're helping them out. If people trust you and they feel like that they've stole information from you, like because you're giving out so much, and they feel like they actually owe you something for as much information and value as you've brought to them, they want to give you money. This sounds crazy, but it's absolutely true. You will actually have people ask you, do you sell this offer? Do you have this affiliate offer? Do you have a link for this? Do you have a link for this, Dustin? And you basically say, well, yeah, you want to, sure. Okay, so you're going to buy from me. Why? Because I wanted to buy that product, and I know that you've done a lot for me. So people want to give you money if you're helping them. It's just a matter of, you build relationships with people. You build friendships with people. And they understand what kind of person you are. They understand the integrity that you have and the value that you've given them, and they naturally want to reciprocate and give you something back. So it's it definitely is the way to go. Like I said, bring the value, get rid of the freaking hype, because the hype sucks, and it just makes me mad. Okay, so also when you're bringing value, lots and lots of value, you can convert freebie seekers into buyers. So freebie seekers, like I said before, are just people who usually don't want to buy anything. They're just out there looking for all the free stuff you're giving out. But the truth is, if you're giving enough value out, there will be certain freebie seekers who will just identify you as a leader. They'll identify you as somebody who knows something they want to know. And when you start offering things that appeal to them, they will buy. Not all of them, obviously, because They are freebie seekers, but there will be some that'll buy. You can convert those people. And like I said before, you will stand out from 99% of all these other people pushing all this junk, copying the same emails and just pushing crap all over the place. And you will be one of the people who are delivering value on a daily basis. And once you build that value, build the trust from the value, you will be standing heads and shoulders above everybody else. What you want to do too is make sure you're finding your core group of customers. And so what I mean by core group of customers is the people who are like you, the people who relate to you because of the person that you are, because of your personality. People might relate to me because I'm a little bit crazy sometimes. People might relate to me that because I don't really curse. I don't know. I don't see a need to use curse words sometimes. But I do say things like crap, which people think sometimes is a curse word, but I don't think crap is a curse word, so I say crap a lot. So if I just offended you saying crap, I'm sorry, but I say it sometimes. And if you ask my 6-year-old girl, she'll tell you that hate is a bad word. So so I can't say hate in my house either. So but she's sleeping right now, so it's okay. But hold on, let me get a drink of water. So yeah, anyway, you want to make sure you find your core group of customers. People that like your personality, who relate to you. People that if you met in real life would, have that instant bond. You would be the kind of person they would hang out with, the kind of person they would, have a conversation with. You're going to find certain core group of people that just are kind of attracted, to you and to your message. And you'll have other people who are not, and that's okay, because that core group of people are the people who are going to buy from you over and over again. Another thing that this will help you to do is to revive a dead list. I've actually had a list of a few hundred people that in the beginning when I first started doing internet marketing, I didn't understand how to give value. I didn't understand all these things that I'm teaching right now. And so I did slam them a lot with products, and I slammed them a lot with different offers, just trying to make a quick buck. And it gets to be the point where people don't want to read your emails anymore, and that's the truth. That's what happens. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to avoid. But you can't actually revive those lists. You can't actually get people to start opening your emails again if you're providing something that they want. If you're showing them that you are the kind of person that they want to follow, that you are genuine, that you are transparent, that you don't use hype to sell. Because hype, if it doesn't live up to the hype, that's all it is. It's hype. It doesn't do anybody any good. So that is how I feel about that. We're gonna go through building trust real quick. When you build trust in people, it positions you as a leader and not a follower. So all these people who are copying the same emails and sending it out to their list, those are followers. Leaders are people who write their own emails. Leaders are people who not necessarily know how to do proper copywriting or stuff like that, but they do understand how to be themselves and how to write to their list themselves and not just copy somebody else and take the lazy way out. Building trust is important because it also positions yourself as a leader in your niche. So you want to find you kind of want to find a sub niche to kind of be a part of too. Because when you find a sub niche, it's basically you find a niche within your niche. So an example of a sub niche would be that I'm in the internet marketing niche or industry. So niche is like a category, right? I'm in the internet marketing industry, and within that industry, I like to focus on blogging because I use Empower Network and they're all about the blogging platform. So I focus on blogging as a free traffic source, and also understand that people, a lot of people can't afford to pay for traffic, so it's important to them. So I focus on free traffic through blogging, and that's kind of a sub niche or sub industry within my field. So you try to find something that you can kind of focus on, and you can be the expert or the leader in, and that way it's a little bit easier for you to stand out among the crowd. So another point is never mail for affiliates. And basically what I mean by that is I don't mean like I'm an affiliate of Empower Network, and since I'm an affiliate for their company, they're not going to spam my list. But if you have an affiliate, somebody's releasing a new product, so and so just did this big product on how to make money off of YouTube or something, and He wants you to mail his offer out to your whole list. And, this whole thing, like, you scratch his back, he scratches yours, he'll mail an offer for you later, whatever. Don't do that crap. I mean, unless you truly believe in the product, unless you know it's a great product, don't do that crap, because what's going to happen is when you go back, they're going to slam your list. They're going to get those people's emails on their side, and they're going to constantly slam your followers. And those people aren't going to like you anymore because you got them to look at a product that probably was no good, and you got them to opt into a list, and they're getting crap from somebody they don't like. So it goes back to just treating people the way they want to be treated, or the way that you want to be treated. Don't do that crap. Okay, so next point is building trust allows you to sell without using hype, and you can be yourself. And I tell you, there is nothing more awesome than being yourself and selling stuff at the same time. You can be comfortable in your own skin. You can voice your opinions. And like I said, there's some people that will side with you. There's some people who will not. But those people who side with you, those people who kind of resonate with your message, they're going to follow you for life. They'll buy your stuff. They will be your core group of people. They will be your rabid followers, however you want to call them. They will be even, like friends to you, because they relate to you and they understand you and they like you. So yes, forget the hype, drop the hype, and bring the value. That's going to be my new slogan. I kind of like that. Like, drop the hype, bring the value. Anyway, so always over deliver. You always want to give people more than they expect. So when you're offering somebody a new way to generate traffic, don't just give them the little surface answer. Say, well, you can do it this way. Go over deliver a little bit more and actually give them tips on how they can do it. Give them examples of how you did it. Make sure that they feel like that they owe you something because you've given them so much. I'm not saying you go out there and tell them that, okay, yeah, you owe me money now because I told you something that's worth a lot of money. No, just over deliver and just give it to them without them asking for it, and they will automatically feel indebted to you. So that's the idea. And again, this just goes back to being yourself, but share your stories and beliefs. People buy from people. People don't buy into companies. People don't buy into products. People buy into you. So it's about being genuine. It's about sharing stories about your life. It's even sometimes getting really personal. If you struggle with certain things in your life, sometimes it helps just to bring it out to your list. It helps to just share a story. I mean, if you struggle with suicide, there's other people out here who struggle with the same things. If you struggle with, being overweight or with diabetes, or there's some sort of disease or anything that you struggle with, trust me, somebody else has struggled with it, or they'll relate to you on a certain level, and they'll respect you for sharing that, and they'll relate to you more. And when you share stories, you're not actually selling anything. You're just sharing yourself, and people buy into you and your beliefs. So it's a very powerful thing that a lot of people don't understand. So I want to move on to the next section. The next section is the different types of emails. So like I said before, you don't want to be a person who just copies and pastes everything. It doesn't do you any good. You don't learn much from copy and pasting. You need to be the kind of person who's out there writing emails, and you have a true purpose and intention for every email that you write. So, this email is going to be specifically for getting people to understand how to, get traffic to their blog. This will be the purpose of trying to make people understand that this product is not going to be here tomorrow, so we're going to create scarcity. And we're going to make sure people understand that this product is going to be gone and they need to buy it now. So, there'll be occasions where you sell, and there'll be most of the time when you're just delivering value to them. So, one of the first types of emails I want to go over is sharing your beliefs. So we just talked about this. To share your beliefs and build a relationship with people who agree with you. Some people will be upset. These are the people that will kind of fall by the wayside a little bit, and some people will love you for it. You will repel people you don't want to work with, and that is the absolute truth. There are some people you don't want to work with. There are some people who, if you did not repel them, and they actually joined your business or bought your product, they would bug the heck out of you. They would annoy you, and they're not the kind of people you want to work with. So by being yourself, you naturally attract people who like you, who are similar to you. The personality, they like you, they match up with you, and trust me, it'll make your life a lot easier working with those people and repelling the people that that are just going to get on your nerves and not want to be with you anyway. So this is an example of a sharing your belief email. You're kind of putting your opinion out there. So the subject of the email is, I get so annoyed when marketers pitch me every day. So since people can relate to that, they'll open that up. So this is a very simple example. So in the body of the email, it'd be something like, do you agree? Every time I open my inbox, the marketers are pitching me a new shiny object of the day. Let's be honest. Does this help anyone? I don't think so. So you're kind of speaking to that part of the customer's mind that says, yeah, I agree with that. I hate when people send me a freaking pitch every day. And so you're speaking to that. They're resonating with your message, and you're just bonding with them. That's the only reason. You're not pitching them a single freaking thing. You're not trying to sell them anything. You're not trying to underhandedly say, yeah, so buy this here. You're not slipping a link anywhere in there. It's simply, you're just relating to them. This is where you start to build up relationships, and this is where the magic happens. So, again, want to build up trust, and the purpose of this email is to engage with people, to build trust, and to give them a story, because people love to read stories. People love to be entertained. Story emails they're really good because, you're not selling anything. It's a very, people's defenses are down. They're just reading your story and relating to it. So here we go. The example here is, the subject would be my aha moment. And it says in the body, about a year ago, I used to spam my list with new offer after new offer. I thought this is what I should be doing because I watch big name marketers do the same. Can you relate? One day I decided to change things up based on another big marketer I follow, and I noticed he always over-delivered on value. Once I tried this, I noticed more and more people opened my emails, and I made more and more money promoting one product. It was then that a light bulb went off, and I knew I wasn't making as much money as I could be. So by telling a little bit of a story, not only are you entertaining them, but you're speaking to that part of their mind that says, yeah, I agree with that. Dustin, that totally makes sense to me. I feel the same exact way that you do. Not selling them a daggum thing, not putting a link anywhere in the email. You're just building. You're building relationships. You're building the trust. And this is how you do it. One piece at a time, you're building it. And so here we go. Next email is an ask email. So these are good because you kind of get an idea of what your people want from you. And so you can't really help them unless you know what they want. So here we go. It's called an ask email. The purpose is to get feedback or suggestions. The subject is, can you help me out? The body is, for the last week I've been back and forth on creating a message board for Mr. for my team members to interact and share feedback with each other. But I'm not sure if this is something that you would even be interested in. Would you mind giving me some feedback by replying to this email? So there's two ways that this email could actually work out. They could simply reply and just say, yeah, that's good, or I'd like that. But if you've got lots and lots of followers, thousands of followers or email subscribers, you're going to want them to fill out a survey. And it's the same thing. You would just say, please click this survey and let me know what you would like. Yes or no, would you like a message board? And then you would get back instant results, in a couple of days that say basically, 80% of your list said, yeah, we want a message board. 20% said no. And so then you would know. So you're getting feedback, and you're actually showing your subscribers too that you care about what they think. You're not just shooting them your freaking offers every day and trying to make money from them. So yeah, it's good stuff. So they have these things, bullets. So these are bullet emails. I don't know why, but people like to see bullets. People like to see nice things in order, and it just attracts the eyeballs. The bullets do. So here we go. So the purpose of a bullet email is to let people know what they will learn or they're about to see on the sales page and build anticipation and desire. So on the subject line, we got webinar tonight, how to use your story to sell more products and build a loyal following. So instantly in the subject, even though we're actually promoting a webinar, we're actually telling them what they're going to get before they even open the email. So it kind of builds up in the email saying we're going to give you some value. So in the body, it says webinar tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. You're going to learn how to build trust by sharing your story, how to build your core audience, how to build people to how to get people to like and trust you, and how I was able to go from a broke nobody to guru status with this one simple trick. So you're actually selling them or promoting them the webinar, but you're keeping it really short. So a good actually, as I'm in this, I want to throw this out here. when you're writing emails, value emails should be, pretty long. You can go on a little bit with the story. You can go on a little bit if you're venting about something, just expressing your personality to people. But when you're actually trying to get them to do something, like buy a product or to attend a webinar where you're going to sell them something, keep it short. Don't make it really long and drawn out. So because once you build up the value, people are going to trust you anyway. So you don't have to build up trust in your email up to that that link that says click here. You don't have to pull their emotions as much in the sales email, because you're already doing that in the value-based emails you're giving them. So, but yeah, like I said, bullet emails are just a way to kind of draw people's eyes to what you want them to learn, what you want them to go to. So, and the next one we're going to talk about it's called plane of engagement. So the purpose of these emails is to get their attention and to get them to do something, and basically to take action. So the subject of the email would be, you have to see this. So instantly, you've created a little bit of curiosity in the person, so they want to look at the email. And in the body, you would put, I just posted a new lesson in the Facebook group to show you how I sponsored 5 people this week into my business completely free. You're going to want to you're going to want to see this because I can't even believe myself just how easy this is. Check it out here. So, this is another one of these emails where we're trying to get them to do something. It's kind of funny. We're actually still providing value in a way because we're directing them to something where they learn something. So, but we're trying to get them to take an action, to click a link. So you notice this is pretty short. We're keeping it to the point. We let them know what they're getting out of it, and then we direct them to a link. So it's pretty straightforward. So then we have the empathy email. And the purpose of the empathy email is to build empathy and trust. The subject line would be something like, I can't believe I just witnessed this. So obviously the subject line is like you're appalled by something and they want to know what you're appalled by. So in the body, it says, today I just witnessed a popular marketer insulting his customers and cussing at them right on his Facebook wall. I don't know about you, but this makes me cringe. Treating customers like this is just plain wrong. So what we're doing here is we're getting them to empathize with us. Excuse me. So we're getting them to look at this and to say, yeah, Dustin, that's horrible. You get that empathy from them. So it's just another way you're building trust with them. You're building a relationship with them. You're sharing something with them, and they're relating to you on that. So this is kind of a big thing. People don't like to admit when they're wrong or admit their flaws, but it's great for your list. People really relate to seeing your flaws because they know that you're human. So this is admit your flaws. The purpose is to show that you're human too and help readers realize that they can do it too. You kind of have to, at this point, bring yourself down to... most of the time in your emails, you're presenting yourself as a leader, right? Somebody who has the answers to their questions. But when you're doing something like this, you're admitting your flaws, you're somewhat bringing yourself down back to their level. And the reason that you're bringing yourself back down to their level is you want them to relate to you. And you want them to understand that you were there once too. And since you were there once too, that they can bring themselves up to the level that you are at now. So knowing that, the subject of this email is, it scared the freaking crap out of me. I told you I say crap a lot. I've been trying not to say crap a lot in these videos because I know that some people think that crap's a bad word. But I never have known that to be a bad word. So I'm sorry if you think it's a bad word. But anyway, so in the body of the email it says, if you see my videos, I'm sure you can see I'm confident. But it wasn't always like that when I first started. I was so terrified I would just constantly stutter and fumble over my words. Then I would just hit delete and start all over again. It took me over a month to actually make my first video. And see, this is actually true. I mean, there are people out there, I know that they'll shoot a video and they'll go and they'll spend a month trying to edit it because they screwed up so many times, or they paused, or they stuttered, or they said they misspoke or something, and they said something stupid, So, like I said, admitting your flaws brings you back down to their level. Once you're back down at their level, they can relate to you again. You bring back in your own stories of what happened when you were at their level, and then you just let them know that, yeah, I was where you are. and this is where I am now, and you can be here too. Let's get you there. So it's just another way to get them to like you and to relate to you. So this is called an expose email. Its purpose is to expose an issue or a common problem and to build trust. Now you notice a common theme, like almost all of these emails are to build trust, and that's super important when you're building your list. You have to get people to trust you, because guess what? Most of the time when you don't sell something, people think you're scammers. They think you're doing something and trying to steal their money. They think that whatever you're selling is not legit. They think that you don't have a real product. They think the product is bogus. So you have to build trust. They have to freaking trust you. So that's why we go through all these templates, and you have to build trust. So in the body of the email, the subject first, do you know why they do this? And again, the subjects are drawing attention to the email, making them want to figure out what's inside or read what's inside. So the body of the email would be, did you ever wonder why when you open your inbox, you see a bunch of marketers promoting the same offer? They don't do this because they care about you or they think the product will add value to your life. It's because it's a product launch where joint venture partners support each other. It's you scratch my back, I scratch your back industry. So people are promoting products to you even though they know they suck. This is why I left this industry. And this actually, the email is actually talking about leaving the affiliate market industry and going into a more network marketing or value-based or relationship-based business. Because to be honest with you, you probably know as well as I do that there are people who go out there and sell products. They'll go out and find a ClickBank product. They'll go out there and find a JVZoo product, and they don't really know if it works well, but they just know it converts, and they just know that it's been selling pretty well. They don't actually know if it provides any value. It could be crap, they don't know, but they know that it's converting well, so they're going to sell it and make some money off of it. People do this all the time, and it sucks. But this is what this is relating to. People are reading this and relating to this and saying, "Yeah, Dustin, I agree. That sucks too." And I wouldn't want to be in that either. So again, it's just building trust. Again, we're talking about an issue that they can relate to with you, and building trust on top of that. So this is called a what you hate email. So the purpose is to relate, to build trust, and to build anticipation for your own offer. So this is kind of a cool style of email. This is kind of a cool way to build up, something that you're going to offer them at a later time. And actually, this email actually presents the link right in here. So the subject is, this really ticks me off. And okay, they're going to be like, what is Dustin ticked off about? This guy's always happy and saying crap all the time. But anyway, so in the body of the email, it says, every single day I see people use fake scarcity tactics and hype to sell the new shiny offer. Not to mention they promote a new offer every single day of the week. This doesn't help me. It doesn't help you. And it's getting old. Tomorrow I'm going to show you how to build trust with your audience and sell a lot of products without using these slime ball tactics. So this is a pretty awesome email. I really like this because, first of all, you're getting their attention with that subject line. Dustin's mad about something. I want to see what he's mad about. So you immediately go in there and you're telling them what you're mad about. You're getting them to understand that you hate this crap too, and I'm sure they hate it as well. So they're relating to you on that. And then as you get them to relate to you a little bit, you say that, okay, I don't do this stuff. We do things different here. We bring the value. And it tells you, I'm going to show you how to do this too, without using these, slime ball tactics. So we're identifying something that we hate, that I hate, and obviously we're telling them why it's wrong, and they would agree with us, and then they would see that we're trying to offer them the better route, and they would register or whatever at the bottom. So it's a very unique offer. It's kind of dynamic the way it works, and I hope you can appreciate that. Okay, so what is the next one? So, okay, we just talked about fake scarcity tactics. There's a difference between fake scarcity and real scarcity. And I've seen it done different places. So, fake scarcity is just putting something off the market to get the price dip. To get the sales to go up. So, you offer something, you hype it up, and then you say, okay, it's going off tomorrow, and I don't know when it's going to be back. So that's scarcity. And then fake scarcity is basically that, it's not really going off the market. We're going to put it back on next week, but we just told you that so you'd buy it now. Scarcity does work. It really does. I mean, it's a marketing tactic that it works extremely well. But it's one of those things where you have to use it with integrity. You have to use it with honesty. Because if you just use fake scarcity, then it's like the boy who cried wolf. Next time people aren't going to trust you. It's like, yeah, I told you this offer is going off. Well, wait. Well, we brought it back a little bit. We brought it back again because some other people wanted it. So that's fake scarcity. Real scarcity works, though. And the purpose is to get people to buy, and that's honestly what it is. This is a sales tactic. So the subject would be, only 3 spots left at this price. Excuse me. Only 3 spots left at this price. As you know, I just launched my coaching yesterday at the discounted price. The only reason I'm doing this is to get some early testimonials before I raise the price and officially go live with the offer. If you want to get in on this for $500, make sure you grab your spot now. Once the last spot is filled, I'm shutting the doors down until I launch and the price goes up to $1,000. Grab your spot here. So, okay, in this case, scarcity is used to get a special discount or sales price in the beginning. So this happens a lot, and this is a pretty legitimate way because there are a lot of products that come out with a trial phase, and they're just trying to get like beta testers, or they're trying to get people who will provide reviews for the product. So they'll either put the product out for free or they'll put it out at a discounted price, and then later on they will raise the price up to the market value or whatever they think it's worth. So this is a legitimate way of getting people to buy. And basically this is like when something goes on sale at the store. Like, for example, if I was at Best Buy and I saw a TV that was regularly priced $5,000, but it was on sale for $2,000, but that sale goes off at the end of the week, I would go down there and buy that TV because I know it's worth over double that, and it's something that I wanted, so I would just go grab it. So it's kind of like that. This is something that stores do all the time. Okay, so shock emails. The purpose is to shock people, get their attention, and build trust. Again, you see that build trust again because it's so important. So the subject is, they disown me for this. Like, who would disown Dustin? It says, I recently made the choice to get out of product launches and promote the new shiny object of the week. My inner circle I was a part of said I was an idiot for getting into network marketing, and it's a scam. However, I feel the same way about the business model they were doing, and only want to focus on helping people. And I only want to focus on helping people and my subscribers. I feel like this is the best decision for myself and my followers. So this is a good email because basically you're putting yourself out there a little bit again. You're telling a little bit about your past and about why you made some changes, and that's made you a better person as you are today. So, but first of all, you're shocking them because of what you said in the subject line. They disowned me. Why would somebody disown Dustin? So that's what they're reading they're thinking as they read the email. And so you're getting that little bit of shock factor, especially as they read it too, But ultimately, you're just getting their attention and getting them to read your email so you can build a little bit more trust with them. Okay, so this is called the call me email. The purpose is to build trust, help push people over the edge, or use an upsell strategy. So yeah, this is to push sales. We're going back into sales here. So the subject would be, hey, call me. I know you've been on my email list and you're reading my emails, but you haven't joined me yet. So if you're on the fence about getting started, I'll be in my office until 4 p.m. today. Feel free to give me a call at 706 yada 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 yada. We can go over any questions you have. If you're ready to get started, then join here. Okay, so this works really well. As far as like giving people your number. Most people don't want to give out their phone number, but I promise you that not a lot of people will call you. But the ones who do call you are the people who are interested, so you want to talk to them. You don't want to spend a lot of time on the phone, because if you spend a lot of time on the phone, you seem like you have too much free time. Because leaders don't have a lot of free time. They're very selective about how they use their time. They want to make sure they're spending it doing stuff with their family or doing stuff for their business, and they're very busy all the time. So the best thing you can do if you're going to use this strategy is to actually, when they call you, you always want to be out the door. Like you always want to be about to go somewhere. Now, I'm not saying you have to lie and say, that you have to lie to somebody and say you're about to go out the door, or you're in a meeting right now, you've only got, 2 minutes. But you can physically get up and go out the door. If you have somebody call you, or, maybe this is a day you send this email out where you are actually out. Maybe you're out doing something with the family, so you can say, I'm busy right now, I've only got a couple minutes, so what questions do you have? But, you want to make sure that they understand that you are a busy person and you don't have all this free time to just spend with them. So it's important. It positions you as a leader. You're still building trust with people because they can see that you're a real person. They can call you and get in contact with you. So, and you're also still promoting yourself down here. If they don't want to call you, they actually appreciate the fact that you gave out your personal number, and they might even just go here and join you instead of calling you. A lot of people do that. So, discounted offer. Purpose is to make lots of sales. It's kind of like the scarcity tactic. You take the price off of something, you make it lower so that you can get more sales. It's pretty simple. It's just like a store puts stuff on sale. The subject is buy one of my products, get the other 9 free. I just want to let you know about a special sale I'm having this weekend where I'm going to give all of my 10 products for just the price of a hassle-free outsourcing at $47. I'll be shutting this down Sunday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Grab your discounted price here. And remember, I told you when you're actually selling stuff, you want to keep it short, and this is a perfect example. Short paragraph, 1 line, tells you the timeline when it's shutting down and the link. That's it. Because at this point, once you're building trust with the other emails, you don't want to keep your sales long and drawn out. We're not trying to hammer this stuff down their throats. We're not trying to force feed them anything. We're letting them know that we're here for them. We are giving them stuff that they need, as far as the value, and then occasionally we're giving them something that they still need, but it just has a price on it. So as long as your value is good, then they're going to buy stuff from you as well. So yeah, irresistible offer. So here we go. There's certain offers you get where it's just like it's too good to be true. It's a really good deal, and the purpose is to get a lot of people to buy. So we're moving on to a lot of sales tactics here, but the subject is I'm going to build your list for you. How would you like to have a list of 5,000 subscribers? I'm even going to create your squeeze page, create a free product for you to give away, and drive all the traffic. If you don't get at least 5,000 subscribers, I would give your money back. I only have room for 5 people. Grab your spot here. Okay, so there's a little bit of not only scarcity, but there's also, excuse me, there's also, should I say there's not only just the irresistible offer, the discounted, but there's also scarcity involved. Because he says I only have room for 5 people. So it's like you got to get in before the rest of those, before those 5 spots fill up. Again, this is short and to the point. It's just basically it's a really, really heavy discount. So if people have seen your offers in the past, maybe they understand that most of the time your coaching or your squeeze pages are worth a lot more money. They're seeing that you're discounting stuff like 90%. It's just like anything else. They're going to want to buy it more. Okay, so the proof email. This is actually good because people can see exactly what you're doing. That's one thing you have to do as you're positioning yourself as a leader. You want to actually take results that you're having and share those results as you get them. And what happens is when you share your results, it builds that foundation of trust. It builds that foundation of, this person knows what they're doing. And what happens is when you build that foundation, it leads to more sales and more success. And you keep sharing your success, and it compounds. So you make a little bit of money here, you share that with your list. I'm new, but I just made $40 with this thing, and wow, it's really cool. You share that with subscribers, and then you get another $40. So I just made $80 in 2 days. Wow, that's really cool. So you do that, and it doesn't have to be sales either. I got 5,000 people to my blog this week. I've never done that ever before. Just share your success and build yourself up as a leader. And just keep in mind that there are people out there who've done less than you. Don't think that your success is too small to share, especially in the beginning. So, like in the beginning, like when I first started blogging, I tried to get my blog out everywhere. I tried to, I got maybe 20 visits a day, and I was like super happy about that. And then I started to understand how blogs work and how I could actually rank my blog higher in Google, and I actually got a blog post. I went from having like 40 a day or whatever it was to actually just pulling in from one single blog post. I think it was about 3,000 people in one day. And then that week it ended up being like 9,000. And I shared the heck out of that success. It was actually with my Empower Network blog, and I was super excited because even with my WordPress, I'd never gotten numbers that high. And so that's one of the benefits of Empower Network. But I used that, and I used those numbers to sell. And you can actually see that featured in like some of our leaders' videos in Empower Network, where they're selling, they're selling results. Basically, they're selling our results. So if you ever see my name in a sales video, you'll see it. But But anyway, that's the point. You make sure that you're showing proof of what you're doing, no matter how small the results, because there's always somebody who's doing less than you. There's always somebody who say, okay, wow, Dustin got 5,000, people. Dustin got 500 people, whatever it is. It's like, I've never done that before. I've never gotten that many. Let me see what he's doing. Because honestly, people might actually think that it's more capable for them to do if it's closer to like the realm of possibility. They think that they're more able to do 500 than they are to do 5,000. Because it seems like in their head, more believable. So don't be afraid to share your success. So there we go. Proof email. To prove your knowledge, show you can produce results, and to build trust. Again, build trust. You see a theme here? So the subject is 200 subscribers in 24 hours for $40. So I just added 200 laser targeted subscribers for $40 to my list in 24 hours. And this isn't even low quality solo ad subscribers either. I did a full case study for you here on my blog. Okay, so we're delivering value. We're showing them a case study. But at the same time, we're actually raising ourselves up in their eyes saying, wow, look what Dustin did. It's kind of like, there's somebody that I follow who posted on Facebook the other day. He's like, I made $2,000 a day when I was at the beach. I did nothing but relax today. Today was my day off, and I still made $2,000. What it was like, what other industry can you do that in? So he was showing proof of his results, and he was also building trust. He was just saying, this is what I do, and people comment on it and say, wow, that's really good, good, that's awesome, and people like seeing that kind of stuff. They like seeing people succeed. So point out a big problem. So the purpose of this is to build trust again. Point out an issue and provide a solution. This is actually crucial. Obviously, we're building trust again, but it's crucial to actually point out an issue, to find a problem, and provide a solution. You want to find problems in your industry and make sure that people understand that you know the answers. So the subject is can't rank with YouTube. Today I was asked, or someone asked me in a Facebook group, Dustin, how do you dominate YouTube so easy? As I started talking to him, I realized he's trying to master 5 traffic sources at once. Then I spotted the problem. My reply to him was, you can't master 5 different traffic sources at once. But when you learn to dominate one thing, it becomes easy. In today's blog post, I'm going to show you exactly what I do to dominate YouTube and Google rankings with video. Check it out here. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're pointing out a problem that people have. And the problem is that people try to master too many things at one time. They try to learn too many things at one time, and they get overwhelmed, and they kind of become a jack of all trades and a master of none. So that's a big problem. It's a real big problem in the industry. So people don't understand that you have to master one thing and do it really well, build it up, and then once you master it, you move on to another, and you build that up, and you just rinse and repeat over and over again. Sorry guys, losing my voice a little bit. But anyway, so that's it's a really good email. I really like this one. So that's a really good way of mapping out. All these are just kind of like templates, guys. So you could change the story out for anything. You could say that Dustin. Today, someone asked me, Dustin, how do you draw me into your emails so easily? It's like I start reading your emails, and before I know it, I'm already halfway through the page, and I don't even know why I'm reading. And then I told him that the way that you do that is that you need to speak to people's innermost desires. You need to make sure that you're interested in what their problems are. You need to make sure that you're entertaining them. I could give him all these different answers, but sometimes it's a problem for people to gain interest with people and to tell stories. They don't know what to do sometimes. So you can use this kind of template for anything. Just you're building trust, you're pointing out an issue, and you're providing a solution. And that is the last template, guys. So to sum up what we've learned here, you can go back and play and pause if you want to look at some of these, because a lot of these are really good examples. These actually examples are from a course that was about, I think it was like $997. It was a pretty expensive course, but it was like 3 hours worth of content condensed into about, 45 minutes or so, however long we've been talking, and however long it took me to lose my voice. But yeah, this is really good stuff. This is the fundamental stuff of writing good emails and building trust with people who are reading your emails. So I hope you learned a lot, guys. In the next lesson, we're going to be covering a lot of really technical stuff. As far as I think the next lesson is going to be building like backlinks and getting your blog posts to rank into Google, and doing a lot of the technical stuff you need to get free traffic. So get ready for that. Go ahead and hit the I think the arrow below and continue to the next module, and make sure you get Aweber if you haven't yet, so you can get your list ready to get your stuff ready to get people added to your list on Aweber. So that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next video.